All right, we should be live. What's up, everybody? Um, Cup Series Cota. Hopefully, it goes way better than that Xfinity Series race last night. That race was brutally bad. But that's how it goes sometimes. So hopefully, this one will be better. Make sure to like this video. Leave any questions that you have in the chat. I will get to them. I'm just trying to pull up something on my end here before we start talking. Hold on. Move this over. All right. Okay. So, this race, I'm going to try to focus on two things: finishing position, place differential. Because there's only 68 laps. Clearly, in the truck race, it showed yesterday that the lap sled didn't really matter. They kind of did yesterday in the Xfinity race, but that was only because like all the place differential guys wrecked. Like I don't think they would have, and Kyle Busch just ran away with it. So I'm going to be focusing on guys finishing up high and place differential plays. So I mean that kind of just tells you who I like and who I don't like. Martin Truex Jr., first guy, needs a top four to pay off that salary. He's one of the best drivers at road courses in the field. Just been insanely good at the road courses over the years. It's kind of just been him and Chase Elliott the last few years of these road courses. So, really like him. He should be able to get top four as long as there's no issues. So, going to really like him as a play. Chase Elliott is going to have to get out front and lead laps. So, to be honest, not going to be too interested in Chase Elliott. Can it happen? Yeah. Is it likely to happen? Probably. I mean, he's been the best road course driver, but I mean, it's not like his car was super fast in qualifying. We haven't seen the speed from him this year. So I think he's going to be really, really, really popular. So a nice little ownership play there is not to get Chase Elliott. I don't think you need to. I don't think he's a bad play. Um, but that's just how it is. What's up, Ray? Parker lost 400 in profit when Hemrick pit. Yeah, yesterday sucked, man. That race was brutal. Um, Kyle Larson starts second. He's going to need to lead laps again. I mean, Larson has been a pretty good road course racer. Should have probably won the Daytona road course, to be honest, earlier this year before wrecking himself. But I just that's not where we're going to get points today. Denny Hamlin, I'm going to like. He's going to need a top six. Denny Hamlin does have to drop to the back. He had a power steering issue, but it is all fixed. But he will be dropping to the back. I don't really care. He'll be able to find his way up. Has a nice little place differential play there. Needs a top six pay off his salary. I can definitely see that. What's up, Mason? Kevin Harvick needs a. I'm sorry, not. I'm on Kyle Busch right now. Kyle Busch is going to have to get out front and lead some laps. I mean, Kyle Busch is definitely a guy that we could see winning today, but that's just not what I'm going for in this race on this slate. Kevin Harvick needs a top three to pay off the salary. Harvick's an underrated road course driver, but still, I mean, a top three, that's definitely someone that's in play for me, but just wouldn't call him, a lock by any means. Definitely the two that stand out to me in this top tier of drivers is Truex and Hamlin. Those are the two I want to get to most. Truck's good, Xfinity bad from yesterday. Yeah, that's kind of how it was for a lot of people across yesterday, man. Oh, yes, Xfinity race was just a disaster. Joey Logano, he needs to lead laps. Never really been. He always runs well, but it's never really a guy that gets up front of these races. Brad Keselowski's been really bad the last 2 weeks. Like the cars has not been right there. I don't know what's going on with him. Needs only a top 10 though to pay off that salary. So that's gonna really make me like Brad. I mean, he's not like the best road course racer. Like I don't think he'll win, but a top 10 run for Keselowski should definitely be in the cards here. So really like him as a play. Bitcoin shit in bed. My life savings are gone. Yeah, Bitcoin is not doing well right today. Core plays from here are gonna be Truex, Hamlin. My core four today: Truex, Hamlin, Busch, or Briscoe. Those are the four guys I just like across the board. We'll get to those guys more. But those are kind of the core guys today for me. Up next we got William Byron. He's gonna have to get out front and lead some laps. I mean, it could happen, but once again, it's just not what I'm going for today. Ryan Blaney, he needs. Come on, scroll down. Ryan Blaney is going to need a top three to pay off the salary. Could definitely see it. Ryan Blaney has usually done well at those Roval-like road course races. This race is a little bit more technical, but he should still be fine. Could definitely see Blaney getting a top three. Alex Bowman needs a top five. He's a very underrated road course racer in NASCAR right now, so I do like Bowman's possibilities as a place differential play. Austin Cindric, not going to be interested here. He's going to need a top two. Now that's possible for Cindric. He's a great road course driver, but I mean, we're in the Cup Series now. It's just a whole different story, whole different animal. Ton of talent. Top two, while it's possible, I just don't see it. I like AJ Allmendinger here. He needs a top four. Ran really well in the Xfinity Series race yesterday. Great road course driver. He's going to be going for the win today. So top four definitely feels in the cards for AJ. It just seems a little bit too cheap. So I do like AJ Allmendinger. Christopher Bell's going to need to get top six. I like that. We saw him win a Daytona road course. Should be able to run in the top 10 all day. How many laps are in this race? It is a 68 lap race. Kurt Busch, he needs a top 8 to pay off his salary. Definitely can see that. He's decent enough road course driver. Carl looked pretty fast this morning, so Kurt Busch looks good. Cash game, Truex, Hamlin, Almirola, Jones, Buescher, Newman. Yeah, that works. Sounds good to me. Di Benedetto, he starts 21st. He is going to need a top 12 to pay off the salary. I'm not really too interested in Matty D here. I think he'll get some ownership. I just don't see it. He had that one great road course race a few years ago, and ever since then, everyone's just been like, oh my gosh, Matt Benedetto, great at road courses, and he's been awful since, so I don't really see it. I'm not going to be too interested there. Cole Custer is going to need a top 9. Custer, another underrated road course driver, I believe. Top 9, it's kind of pushing it. That feels kind of like his ceiling today, but I don't hate it as a tournament play at all. So place differential is more important. Yeah, I think place differential and finishing position. Those are going to be the two most important ones. So you don't want to just get guys that are going to, like in tournaments, in cash, whatever. In tournaments, like, I'm not going to be too high on Ryan Newman because, like, I think he's going to get place differential, but I don't think he'll finish high. I want to get that little combination there. I want to get place differential points, and I want to just get finishing position points in general. So in cash is different. Like, guys like Newman, Priest, those guys in cash are fine, but in tournaments, I don't think those guys will win you a GPP today. Favorite 3 cash plays, excluding 10K guys, it's going to be Buescher, Briscoe, and probably Ryan Newman for cash. Yeah, those would probably be my, excluding the 10K guys. I mean, let me go look at the 9K guys, because Keselowski I don't think is 10K. I'd probably throw Keselowski in there. Okay, so I'd say Keselowski, Buescher, Briscoe. They're my 3 favorite cash plays, not 10K guys. I don't know where I think it was on Almirola. Almirola needs top 15 to pay off his salary. That's definitely possible for him. Not the best road course driver, but I mean, still Eric Almirola. He's had an awful luck this year, but assuming he doesn't wreck again, a top 14 or 15 should be fine for him. I really like Eric Jones. A top 17 play, or top 17 is what's needed. He finished 14th at the Daytona road course earlier this year. Jones is a great road racer, one of the best in the series, and even in the 43 car, he should be able to run, I think, decent enough to pay off that salary. Top 17 is all he needs, so really like Eric Jones here. Michael McDowell's another guy that always gets a lot of consideration at these road courses, but honestly, never really does amazingly in the Cup Series. He needs a top 14 though to pay off his salary. I do think that's definitely possible, so I'll be interested there. Tyler Reddick starting on the pole. Reddick can fall back to 4th and still be optimal. Really like Tyler Reddick. I think he's, I don't really like Tyler Reddick as a play, but like if you wanted to bet, I think he's an interesting guy to bet to win. He looked really fast this morning, so I like that car. But probably not the best DFS play in the world. Roll the dice with Davison GVP. No, I'm not playing James Davison at all. He's going to be more owned than he should. Like, people have been talking about him this week. He's actually going to get ownership. I just don't see it, man. That car sucks. It's not like James Davison's really that great of a road racer or anything. So that's probably not where I want to go. I was thinking Almirola, Jones, and Newman. Yeah, all those guys are good for cash. I don't have a problem with that at all. Austin Dillon starting 16th. He needs a top 12 to pay off his salary. Dillon's never finished in the top 15 in a road course in his career, so I'm going to fade that. Chris Buescher is going to the back. Chris Buescher is, again, one of the other underrated road course drivers in NASCAR. Dude just runs really well on the road courses. Starting 28th, needs only a top 18 to pay off his salary. I think he'll get a top 10, to be honest, personally. So really like Chris Buescher here. One of my favorite plays on the entire slate. He honestly might be my favorite play on the slate. I really like Buescher here. Ryan Newman's going to need a top 21 to pay off his salary. I think he could definitely do that. But like I said, I don't see him, finishing high enough to really work out for a tournament here. He's going to need to, get inside that top 10 probably to really be a tournament-winning play. Maybe. Maybe more of a top 15, and I don't think that's guaranteed by any means. So like him in cash, probably want to go there in tournaments, especially the ownership he's definitely going to get. Suarez needs a top 12. He's going to the back of the field. Not too worried about that, but in general, I'm just not really too interested in Suarez here. Top 12 is kind of his ceiling. He could get a top 10, but I just don't see it. Really like Chase Briscoe. Briscoe had a rough run at the Daytona road course earlier this year, but he wrecked and stuff. And he's definitely become a better driver over the last few months. Like, he's steadily improving, and a really good road course racer is Chase Briscoe. Only needs a top 19 to pay off his salary. I could definitely see him ending up inside the top 15 to top 10 by the end of this day as well. So really like Briscoe here. I don't think he'll get a ton of ownership. I think Newman's going to get the ownership. I think Buescher's going to get the ownership. I don't think Briscoe is. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. needs a top 17. I like that as a tournament play. I don't think anyone's going to go there. Ricky's never really been a great road racer, but top 17 is still definitely in the cards for him. Ross Chastain needs a top 16 to pay off that salary. Again, not really ever been a great road racer, but don't have a problem with that. Bubba Wallace is going to need a top 16. I don't know, man. Bubba sucks. He just sucks. Maybe he'll have a good run or something, but just don't really see it. So not going to be too interested in Bubba. Ryan Preece is going to need a top 24. I think he'll get ownership. I like him as a cash play to save some money, but you don't need to go during tournaments. I don't think you really need to go too cheap this week. There's a lot of good enough mid range plays, and I don't think all the top end plays are amazing. So I don't think you need to go to Preece. Ty Dillon needs a top 24. That car is not good enough to be for a top 24. That Gaunt Brothers car is not good, and he's not like a good road racer or anything. So not gonna be too interested in Ty Dillon. Justin Haley needs a top 22. Don't see it. Corey LaJoie needs a top 20. I don't see it. Anthony Alfredo needs a top 26. I don't see it, and I don't want to play James Davison either. Rick Ware Racing car. And it's Davidson's not going to be like super highly owned, but he's going to get probably 10% ownership, 8 to 10% ownership, and he should not be that highly owned. If we were getting him at like 2-3%, yeah, I can understand wanting to get to him in some GPPs, but I'm not playing him at the ownership I think he's going to have. So that's really a quick little rundown. Be sure to let me know in the chat some questions for today. Be willing to answer them. I already answered a bunch, so let me know some questions. Let me go see if anyone else went to the back, because it's like a ongoing thing right now. Drivers going to the back, which I'm really not too worried about, but should just let you guys know anyway. Now, last thing was Suarez. Favorite value plays. Brian Preece. If you're going if you're going below 6K, it'd probably be Ryan Preece. But I like these 6K guys. Like if you consider Busher, Briscoe, Stenhouse, Newman value plays, I like them. Only playing 2 lineups. Would you feel confident playing Briscoe in both? Yeah, I don't think that. I mean, he shouldn't hurt you. Like the only way he hurts you is he wrecks. I think. He's starts far enough back that he won't be able to kill you, and he's not like killing your salary either. So I don't have a problem playing Briscoe if you're only playing 2 lineups, or playing him in both lineups. I think Briscoe is going to the back too. Oh yeah, he is. That's right. Did I not say that? Yeah. Okay. Chase Briscoe is going to the back once again. Not too worried. He's already starting back there, so not really that big of a deal. What do you think about Kyle Tilley? His equipment sucks, so not gonna be too interested there. How many dominators in the lineup? I mean, I think 1 at most. I mean, I'm not really like looking to play lap leaders today. That's just not how I think this race is gonna go for DFS. I don't think you're gonna need it unless it's literally one guy out front the whole race. So I don't think you need to do dominators. How do you feel about Truex, Hamlin, Bowman, Buescher, Chastain, Jones? Looks like a good lineup to me. I like that. I think that's a good one for a tournament because I don't think Bowman will get a ton of ownership. I don't think Chastain will get a ton of ownership. We'll see about Eric Jones. If you're in here and you haven't hit that like button, make sure to hit that like button. Any more questions? Any more questions? Favorite 2 high dollar cash plays? Truex, Hamlin. Those are 2 I like the most for sure. They should both run well. Both really good road course racers. Offer you place differential. Should finish at least top 10, top 5, and potentially winning a race. Like one of those guys wins, so no one's gonna be that surprised here. I'm pretty sure they're. I mean, what's the odds right now? I think they're. Yeah, Truex is second best odds. Hamlin is third best odds. So they're looking like good guys who could win that race. Don't need to lead laps to pay off the salary either. Or fast laps. No dominator points. Any other questions? Got a nice Sunday of sports, man. NBA playoffs, PGA Championship. See if Phil can hold on to the lead. NASCAR, hockey playoffs. It's great. It is great. Great night of sports. Will Mickelson hang on in PGA? That'd be cool, man. I don't think so, but I think Koepka's going to win, but it'd be really cool if Phil could win it. You're the first person to hear not loving Chase. Love hearing multiple Chase. Yeah. Look, everyone. The reason I don't love Chase, Chase is the favorite to win. If I had to pick a winner, I would pick Chase Elliott to win this race, honestly. But he's going to be so highly owned, and I don't think you need those dominator points. The only way I'm really seeing Chase Elliott be like this optimal play is if he gets out front and leads like the majority of this race, and Truex and Hamlin don't move up. So I just like those guys more than Elliott around him. If I'm playing a ton of lines, I'm getting some Chase Elliott, but I'd be very under the field. It's just, I don't know. And it's not like this year Chase Elliott hasn't shown the speed. Like he was really good at Daytona Road Course, but that was it. And to be honest, Chase Elliott at Sonoma was never that amazing. Like he was good, but he wasn't like amazing there. And this track is more like Sonoma. Like the Rovals and Watkins Glen are more similar, um, like kind of track, kind of road courses, and this is closer to Sonoma, where Truex has been the best at. So I don't know. That's just it's a tournament standpoint. Chase Elliott and Cash is fine too. Don't hate it, but that's just how I feel. Who you like to win? Just got here. Elliott's probably picked to win. Actually, I think I'm gonna go Truex. I think Truex wins today. Look at his fourth win. That's who I think is gonna win. I want AJ. I'm home for AJ. Be cool if you won. Go lefty, but Brooks wins. Yeah, that's how I feel. Truex, Hamlin, Brad, Newman, Briscoe, Busher for main line for pivot off Briscoe. No, I don't hate that at all. That looks good. Like that top three. I mean, that's a stud lineup. Truex, Hamlin, Keselowski. I mean, even if Keselowski wasn't starting 24th, he's way too cheap. I mean, I know he hasn't been great the last 2 weeks, but still Brad Keselowski. 9,300 is way too cheap for him. And I don't think he's going to be as high owned as he probably should. Like, Hamlin, Elliott, and Truex are going to get more. Like, Keselowski is not known for being some amazing road racer. And, like, I mean, I don't think he'll win. I don't think he'll be really competing for the win, but a top 10 should happen for Keselowski, which is all he needs to do. Assuming he doesn't wreck, obviously. And a big part of him sucking the last 2 weeks is he didn't have his crew chief. His crew chief got suspended or whatever. And that just really hurt him. And now he's back, so I don't think he should have a problem. I mean, that's a big part of these teams performing is obviously if you're a crew chief who's, in charge of setting up the cars and stuff. Any other questions? If you haven't hit that like button, make sure to hit that like button. Helps this thing grow. That's what we're always here for. Oh, let's see how the NBA game's going. I mean, it just started. Never mind. 4-2. Philly's going to beat Washington, man. There's no shot the Wizards have. No shot. I think the Suns can beat the Lakers. Lakers fans give me AIDS. I hope the Suns beat the Lakers. I do not want to see the Lakers winning in this year. 5,500 left. Where do you go? Hold on. I would try to find salary somewhere else, man. I don't really like any of these guys down here. If I had to go one, I guess it'd be Ty Dillon just because he starts farther back. But I would try to find a way to get to Priest 57, to be honest. In a single entry, one dom or no doms, I mean, that's up to you. I'm not playing like a. See, some of these place differential guys can be dominators. Like Truex Hamlin can be dominators. I mean, Keselowski probably not. But Truex Hamlin, like, they could definitely be dominators. Studio disconnected. Oh, reconnection successful. Yeah, I don't think you need a dominator. You can though. I mean, it's just that's just not how I want to go this race. I want to go more place differential, but I don't hate having a dominator. Thanks, Nate. Good luck, everyone. Good luck to you, Adam, as well. Hopefully, this will be better than the Xfinity race. As long as it's better than the Xfinity race, I don't really care. Anything could be better than that, man. That was awful. Awful. Every single place differential play got screwed, except for Michael Annette, who was the one guy I wasn't happy with. That was a frustrating one. Can't win them all. All right. Any other questions? If I don't get any other questions in the next few minutes, I'm probably gonna head on out. But if I get some, I will stay in here. So, any questions? Make sure to hit that like, subscribe if you're new. Thoughts on Byron? I mean, he's gonna have to lead laps to pay off the salary. I mean, he'll finish high because that's what he's done all year. But you just need him to do a lot. I think a lot of other guys in his price range have to not do anything for him to really pay off. Like you're banking on Keselowski not getting a top 10, Logano not running well, Blaney not running well at all. So, I mean, he's fine. If you're playing a ton of Linus, I'd go there, but probably be on the bottom of my list of guys I want to play. 8,800 left of salary. Need a punt. Priest would be my punt. It's the only guy I'd play in the 5K range today, I think. Yeah, or is Bubba, who's the 5K? Hold on. Briscoe, Busher, Elliott, Keselowski, Truex, Priest, 600 left on the table. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Not worried about that at all. Yeah, Priest would be my punt. See ya. Thanks again. Yes, sir. Alright, guys, not looking like we're getting many questions, so probably just gonna head on out. Thank you guys so much for joining. As always, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you're new. You can follow me on Twitter, ask me any questions over there before lock as well. Natelin underscore Newman or Briscoe, Newman and Cash, Briscoe in tournaments. Yeah, that's really all I got. So, have a great rest of your day, and good luck.